Yeah, I guess a history of anxiety and depression, um, obsessive thinking, thoughts and patterns like that. A period of my life that was uh, where I was in active drug addiction with opiates, and have found a lot of healing, especially through my faith. But there's been some inability to access like trauma and hurt and pain that I haven't been able to get to with traditional means of therapy. Yeah. So a year of researching it and talking with people, talking with Dayton, decided to go for it, and I'm glad that I did. We had a initial consultation that was half hour or so, just kind of got to know me, got to know him, and kind of talk about what my hopes were with the therapy, and if I was, if I was a good candidate or not. And then after that, we moved into a couple prep sessions, just talking, I guess, history, life experiences, trauma, things that we would like to maybe work through during the actual administration session. Both journeys were really great. They were really cool. They were also frightening at times, but I was being led to places and emotions that had, I think for me, long been suppressed. And in those moments, I kind of had the courage and the peace to look at them, and to go with them, and to not judge, but to be curious, and like experience breakthroughs that I hadn't experienced through other means of therapy, and it was beautiful and awe-inspiring and terrifying, which was helpful to have Dayton there holding my hand at times, but in the end coming through and then being in just awe of what I had experienced, and feeling like a lot of things had shifted for me. And I've heard it said that for many people the journey begins once your experience kind of comes to an end, and so I think that's what it's been like for me. I'm a couple weeks out of the journeys now and still just processing daily everything that I experienced in them. So yeah, I highly recommend. Going into it, I had one of the main areas that I hope to experience some breakthroughs in was with anxiety, and that is definitely probably the most profound shift that's happened for me, is kind of letting go of maybe fears and certainly irrational fears, and then also that the feelings of anxiety that originate, for me in the gut, and then they just kind of flood over the body, and be it, in social circumstances, situations, or, public speaking things, they don't seem to have the grasp on me like they once did. So that's certainly probably the most profound area, I think, of breakthrough for me. And then also just the kind of day-to-day cyclical ruts that I found myself in, be it whether it was thinking or energy levels. It feels like things are fresh and kind of renewed, and there's kind of been like a rebirth in a lot of ways. So I think those are the most profound changes. Also maybe challenging, being challenged in maybe some beliefs that I had about myself or the world, and kind of taking a step back and being more open to things being maybe different than I had perceived them before. And I think that's in a lot of good ways, not to say that I'm just this completely new person, and that wasn't what I was looking for, but that the kind of the thoughts that have kept me in bondage, I think, for a lot of years have been challenged, and thoughts and beliefs, and there's new new opportunities and new perspectives that have opened up, I think, in how to navigate life. Yeah. So for me, what gave me clarity and confidence in coming to Oregon and doing the psilocybin journey was being prayerful about if this is right for me and is it the right time. And I felt like God gave me really a lot of peace about it. And yeah, confidence to go forward, to move forward. Like it was time for this. And so if you're a person of faith, I'd certainly tell you to, encourage you to lean into seeking wisdom and guidance there. And if not, I would encourage you to talk to friends, family, and make it kind of a communal decision. I think that one that's going to set you up for going forward on the back end of the experience, to have a good support group there, as maybe you're in a new place in life and things are new and you need people to join you in that journey, after the journey. Yeah. And probably to listen to maybe some other people's experiences with the journey as well. So you kind of get an understanding going in ahead of time of what it truly is. And so it doesn't just blindside you as something that you weren't completely foreign and weren't expecting at all. So yeah, I guess that's my 2 cents.